Dyslexic genius here. I'm back at work. We're working on the Pathe after our 50th anniversary rendezvous we did on a cruise, but let's get to work on a Pathe extracting screws. How do we do this? First of all, you're going to need a screw extractor set. And that's what these little things are. And this set here I got from Harbor Freight. But what's nice about this set, like if you're going to use this one, it comes with a drill size built in. So you know you don't have to go figure it out. Everything's there. And it has instructions on how to do this. But this is what I use because it makes it very easy. So the first thing you have to do is I took some layout dye, the red layout dye, and it comes in a blue color too. And I brushed it on, but then right when I thought it was almost getting dry, I wiped it off. So now you can see the screw, and we can see the outline of where the screw is, where it was ground off. So now
this is the one where somebody ground off the screw tops.
The screw tops. So now we know that this is where the screw is. So what I had to do was I took my veneer calipers and I measured this screw, this side. I came in and I figured out what size it was, and it's closely 0.200 of an inch, 200 thousandths of an inch. So now we know it's 200 thousandths of an inch. So now we can adjust the math to half of that, and then you can draw a line. And on this one, you can see there's a slight line drawn, and then I've found the center of the screw. Now what I did was, very carefully, I came in here and I center punched it. We have to center punch it first. You just can't take a centering drill and drive into it. You have to center punch them first. So after I did all that...
Why do you have to center punch it first?
Because this is a center drill, a number 2. And this is what I'm going to start with to make the divot down into the metal so the drill will follow it. We don't want to have a thing called drill walk. You drill like this, and then it wiggles, because the drill's so small, it'll move around on you. So you want to have a place where it goes in, and that's what a center drill's for, to start the drill. But first we had to center punch it with one of these tools. And you want to make sure that, because we're working with 200 thousandths of an inch, say this is the top of that screw. So you want to get that center punch pretty close to dead center. So, you know, you have to understand that part. And after you do all that, you have to know how far from the top of this screw to where this bearing is for the governor is. This is critical. You don't want to drill into this bearing. So what you do, because veneer calipers are so much fun to use, you're just going to take this up here, come down like that onto the top of the bearing. So now we know the depth from here to the top, which is 0.161.5. So then what you're going to do is you'll lock this down. You'll get some blue painter's tape, and then you will measure it out on the drill like this. I'm off a little, I know that, by about 30 thousandths, so I won't drill all the way down to the painter's tape. But I measured it all out, so I know that this edge of the painter's tape is the stop. So when I come down, you can see here, that's how I determined it. I have to know this. So now what we're going to do is, after you get all that done, you can do this at home on a drill press, but you're going to have to make little brackets. It's easier for me to do it on the milling machine because I have these slots in here and I can just lock everything down real quickly and easily. So now what you'll do is you'll bring this around. And this is the hard part on a drill press. But you can do it. So you bring this around. And once you get this in here, you'll just turn this by hand and it'll put the divot in. But I forgot my glasses over there, my eyeball glasses, and I have to go get them because I'm about half blind with one eye. But I do. Boy, I just about hit it dead on there. There we go. So now you're gonna put the center drill dead center into where you center punched it, and you wanna make perfectly sure that you're there. Then I'll turn the light on. Lock the table down. And now you're just going to take, by hand, you're going to turn this. And pushing on the handle a little. Take a look. Oh yeah, that worked perfectly. Now you can see where it's cutting into it. Come up. Looks good. Now all you do, you're going to make one little cut. And now that we know that the drill's not walking and you can see the metal on the end of the drill bit, we're going to drill this down very slowly. This is starting to shake a little, so I'm going to have to tighten this up before I make the drill cut all the way through. And that's my tip for the day.